This is Philip Banowski. A couple days ago, I attended the session of a federal court in the district, Wilmington, Delaware, to hear a motion for dismissal of a case that was brought against UNRWA USA, which is the charity that raises funds for UNRWA, the United Nations Relief and Works Administration for Palestinians in the Near East. The charge is that somehow this small group of Americans who comprise UNRWA USA were culpable for those who were hurt in the attacks of October 7th. Indeed, the case was brought by some relatives of some folks who were killed on October 7th. As you may recall, President Biden cut off all American governmental aid to UNRWA based upon an assertion by the Israeli government that a handful of Palestinian employees of UNRWA, among some 30,000 employees, Palestinian employees of UNRWA, were members of Hamas, and that somehow UNRWA was therefore responsible for the attack. A number of European countries followed suit, but not very long after they resumed their aid because there was no evidence forthcoming. So basically the decision to cut off aid was a political decision, not really one that was based upon demonstrative fact. Just as the case that the plaintiffs have brought against the UNRWA USA is based only on emotional evidence about how bad was October 7th, but nothing that showed that UNRWA USA had any intention, much less knowledge, that any funds they transferred to UNRWA might be used to benefit Hamas, for which there is no evidence. Now, of course, this assertion is very similar to the bogus assertion by Israel that Iran is building weapons of mass destruction. We've heard that before, right? Even though our intelligence folks deny it, still Israel is pushing hard, and they got Trump to withdraw the outlines of an agreement he had with Iran, a tentative agreement that Iran would be allowed to continue its peaceful development of nuclear energy, but with further guarantees, I guess, that could not be for a nuclear bomb. And then, without provocation, Israel attacked Iran. Iran responds. And for that, Israel is now pushing the United States to get involved in order to, use its big 30,000-pound bunker buster bomb against Iran and get us embroiled in another war in a part of the world where everything is going to become really unpredictable and fall apart. By the way, Netanyahu has been making these claims about Iran's nuclear bombs since 2002. Shamefully, the Democratic Party leadership, even though they feign to support Indivisibles, No Kings movement against autocracy in the USA, they've really declined to challenge Israel's hard sell for war against Iran, which would certainly unleash Trump to wreak revenge on them as well as other Americans and on American democracy itself. Which brings me back to Jacobo. And this is about another Israeli war. This was the war of 2006 between Israel and Hezbollah in Lebanon. I worked in Lebanon for a couple of years, and I've been back there a number of times since. I worked there from 2003 to 2005, and this war happened in 2006. I returned and interviewed some friends, did some research, and a lot of that went into this book. This poem is entitled 2006, Falling, Burning, Drowning. I'm sorry, wrong poem. I apologize. This is called 2006. Hamoudi and Jacobo Escape Beirut. And it begins with an epigraph written by somebody who was ticked off about a YouTube video he saw of Europeans being evacuated from Beirut as the war ramped up. He was a little ticked about that, yes. It's called Evacuating Lebanon, and here's what he wrote. Whoever got evacuated didn't see shit from the war. See, spelled with a letter C. Us, the people who were stuck in the country, knew it was getting serious after the evacuation, which it did. Stop acting all war traumatized. You didn't see shit from this. Crybabies with their foreigners' passports and citizenships. Yes, that's the word he used, citizenships. I loved that. And so this is the poem. Peace and war coexist in the compass and the clock. A woman in headscarf dashes for flatbread in the peace between bullets. A continent goes about its business a world away. European evacuees cram the queues by Lebanon's coastal palms so gay. While smothered thunder pounds Hamoudi's home in Beirut's south again, he cups his clamshell, Burj Al Razne's still okay. From the highway, Lebanon ascends to mountain retreats and cedar origins, flanked with terracotta roofs that lift their orange tiles from silver rows of olive to the sun. Below, video billboards tout Gauloise to spellbound cars. Light standards sift the breezes, and newly stacked balconies wait, virginal, for Israeli jets spewing contrails like prurient birds. Yesterday, hurrying back to camp, kaboom! A shockwave slammed us like an angry hand, massive, lascivious, and down the street the block collapsed. It was sea and dose to sea, in dust, deafness, and crumbling rubble. We were too numb for terror, but a kernel of anger opened deep in my brain, not so much for Jewish jets as U.S. bombs. Ojalá that America see what I see, inshallah. And I'll be taking a break for a few days, and I'll be coming back on Monday with a new introduction to this series about Jacobo the Turco and our modern devastating history. So we'll see you then. Thank you. Have a good afternoon.